guys, NFL Nate back again with our weekly picks. We're going to be going over Week 10. Really interesting week of Week 10. Have a few upsets, so let's get right into it. Last week, I went 10-4. That's pretty good. I got a few games wrong, but my total record 91-41-1 is still pretty respectable. So, first we're going to be looking at teams on a bye. The Cowboys are 2-7, Falcons 3-5, Chiefs 8-1, Jets 0-9. Chiefs are the only good team on this list. But yeah, all the teams are looking good. The Falcons are 3-6 actually, but yeah. First we got the Thursday night game, the Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans. This is going to be a really good one. It's going to be close. I think it's going to be low scoring, but I think in the end the Titans are able to hold the ball for longer using Derrick Henry, which the Colts are going to stop him, but I think they still get him going, and A.J. Brown gets another touchdown as the Titans win 20-17. Our first Sunday game is the Texans at the Browns. The Texans were looking pretty good, but they still barely beat the Jaguars, who aren't that good of a team. I think the Texans are not that good on defense, and I don't think they're going to be able to stop the Browns. They'll score a lot of points. Deshaun Watson will score some points, but not as much as the Browns. The Browns will win 35-27. Next, the Washington football team at the Detroit Lions. This one's going to be a really close game. Washington football team loses to the New York Giants again for the second time, even though I picked them both times, so I'm not really trusting in them. The Lions are on a losing streak, so I think they bounce back. If Matthew Stafford's healthy, then the Lions will for sure win this. I think they win 24-23. Next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers coming off a nice dub on Thursday Night Football as the Jaguars and Jake Luton lose to the Texans again. I think the Jags are no match for this team, and Aaron Rodgers will throw for 4 touchdowns as they win 35-14. Next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Giants. Philadelphia Eagles right now have control of the NFC East, and they could lose it here, but the New York Giants, they barely beat the Washington football team. I think the Philadelphia Eagles are the better team. I think both quarterbacks turn the ball over, but Daniel Jones will probably turn it over more, and the Eagles will get their second dub against the Giants, 27-20. Next, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers. This is probably one of my biggest upsets of the week. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers haven't been playing well, and it wasn't just from last Sunday Night Football. They could barely beat the Giants on Monday Night Football. It just doesn't seem like stuff is clicking. As for the Panthers, they've been losing tons of close games to good teams. And the Buccaneers are good, but I feel like this is a Panthers team that has Christian McCaffrey back. And I feel like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are a little worse than the Chiefs. And by that, they get a little bit more yards, and they'll kick a game-winning field goal or a touchdown, and the Panthers will win 28-27. Next, we have the Denver Broncos at the Las Vegas Raiders. The Vegas Raiders just came off a dub against the Chargers, which every team has, and a heartbreaker for them, but the Raiders clutch it up in the end. As for the Denver Broncos, they got beat down by the Atlanta Falcons. I think the Raiders are clearly the better team, the better AFC West team, and they'll win with pretty easily 30-20. Next, we have the battle of the 5-6 picks, Justin Herbert versus Tua, Chargers at Dolphins. I think this is a very, very close game. As I said in my last video, if the Chargers lost that game against the Raiders, I just couldn't pick them again. I think the Chargers should win this game, but the Dolphins' defense is very good. And I think Herbert puts up a better day than Tua, but I think the Dolphins' other parts of their team, mainly their coaching, is much better than the Chargers. And the Dolphins will win in a very close game, going down to the wire like always with the Chargers. The Dolphins will win 34-33. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills at the Arizona Cardinals. This one's another really close game. You guys say, Why would you pick the Cardinals when the Bills are trending up and the Cardinals just lost their game? It's because I trust the Cardinals defense more than the Bills defense. The Bills defense, even though they got turnovers, they let up 34 points against the Seahawks, and I think the Cardinals defense is going to be able to hold the Bills offense to less than that. And I just feel like I trust Kyler Murray to be able to go down and get a game-winning drive when it matters most. So I think the Cardinals win 34-30. Next, we have the Seattle Seahawks at the Los Angeles Rams. Seattle Seahawks coming off a loss and the Rams coming off a bye. I think this is a really good bounce-back game for Russell Wilson. I think DK Metcalf has 2 touchdowns. This Los Angeles Rams defense is good, but I feel like no defense can really truly stop the Seahawks offense right now. The Rams will get some stuff going. They'll probably get a turnover or 2 on the Seahawks, but I think in the end the Seahawks offense is too good as they win 35-27. Next we have the San Francisco 49ers at the New Orleans Saints. This is just an unfair matchup at this point. The New Orleans Saints are looking super good, as the 49ers are not. They just keep losing, and they keep losing to injuries. And I don't think with their whole backup squad they can beat a red-hot New Orleans Saints team. I think the Saints will win 37-20. Next, we have the Bengals at the Steelers. I really wanted to pick the Bengals here, which sounds very weird, but I feel like they're on a hot streak. They just beat the Titans, and they went into a bye, and this is their chance to beat an undefeated team. What really tipped me over from not picking the Bengals to the Steelers, even though the Steelers not play well against the Cowboys, is that this defense is going to cause so much havoc for Joe Burrow, and I can't see Joe Burrow being able to beat the #1 defense in the league this far in his season. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but I don't think he's that good yet. I think the Steelers stay undefeated in a close one, 27-24. And on Sunday night, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the New England Patriots. This game probably would have been good, but I feel like the Ravens are much better, and the Patriots aren't that good. They'll win 31-19. And then finally on Monday night, we have the Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. The Vikings have been playing really well. Dalvin Cook just carrying them. As for the Bears, they've been trending down. I feel like this is the last hope for the Bears. If they don't win this, then there's something definitely wrong with their offense or something, because they were playing so well. I feel like for the Vikings, if they could win this would just be super good to get a win on all their division teams. But I think the difference maker is that the Bears defense is too good for this Minnesota Vikings offense. Even though Dalvin Cook's been playing so well, I think they slow him down. He still has over 100 yards and a touchdown, but I think they slow him down, and Nick Foles just get just enough done as the Bears will win 23-19. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see my recap or power rankings, click on my channel. And also, next week, I'm going to do my Week 10 recap as usual. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you.